right, here we are back, and we're talking about E3 now. Now we talked about WWDC, brought you up to date on what was going on. Now we're talking about E3. Everything that happened there yesterday. Microsoft started off the press conference. They had already talked about their their box in the earlier in March, May 21st. They already talked about that. They already unveiled that. So there was nothing new there. But they got right to the games. So there was a lot of talk, a lot of discussion about how Microsoft kind of didn't really show people any games, at the press conference. But Microsoft came out, and one of the first things they did was really kind of go back to the 360, and they were saying how they didn't really want to, they wanted to let people know that they're not abandoning the 360 right away. As a matter of fact, they came out with a redesign at E3 of their new 360 console. We're going to show you a picture of it, and they said that this thing is going to be available right away, as well as launching their new next-gen console. They also unveiled this streamlined version of the 360 because they're saying that Microsoft Markets and Strategy Officer, they said that they reaffirmed Microsoft's long-term commitment to the 360, and that's why they came out with this new design. They wanted to show people that they're not going to ditch the 360 like they did the original Xbox. Now, together with details about numerous Xbox 360 games and titles that will be released within the next few months, they're talking hundreds of titles that's going to be released within the next few months and over the course of the year, as well as special offers, free content, and be made available for 360 owners by Microsoft Xbox Live service. Now, according to a Microsoft official, he said Xbox offers unrivaled value with more great games, an Xbox Live community with 48 million members, and a compelling lineup of apps, sports, and movies, TVs, and music. They said that we have learned these past 8 years and engineered a new Xbox 360 that is elegant and accessible to everyone. Now, they say there's never been a better time to experience everything Xbox has to offer. Now, the redesigned 360, they're saying, is now available for purchase in the U.S. So you go to the Best Buy, you go to Target. I went to Best Buy yesterday trying to look for this thing, couldn't find it. I went to GameStop, couldn't find it. So they said it was available now. When on the show floor, he said this thing is available today. You could go out and buy one now. So I went out to check now. I didn't see it. So I don't know what they were talking about when they said now. Maybe they meant now meaning later. Maybe that was their version of now. But the now I went to, it wasn't there to be seen. So I don't know if that was a little miscommunication right there with Microsoft and I mean, Devin, what do you think happened there? They told me at the press conference, you can get this thing today. So I went right out. I said, let me check it at Best Buy and see. Nothing.
Your version of reality is different from this. That's as simple as it is. It's not that complicated.
So that's all it boils down to, is that their version of now and reality, obviously, because I'm not a marketing genius like them. So I obviously got it wrong in thinking that I could go to the store.
It's your fault.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, yeah. I got to realize that when you say do something now, you really mean later. You don't mean do it right this second. That means, so get me some water now. That means, tomorrow, I could get water or something like that. But I went to the stores and it wasn't there. I'm just telling you. So they said it's available now in the U.S. and U.K. and Canada, Australia, and Ireland. Now, why they mention Ireland, I don't know. But the point is, these are the countries it's available in now. They said, and the price, it's priced the same as the existing Xbox 360 consoles at $199 for the 4 gigabyte, $299 for the 250 gigabyte edition, and $299 for the 4 gigabyte Connect bundle. Microsoft says that the new design 360 will continue to roll out across all Xbox regions over the coming months. Let me show you a picture of this thing, because I mean it just looks like a box. I mean, the other one had a little design on it and stuff like that. This one doesn't. You know, so but they say it runs quieter, it runs cooler. Basically, it's better. But I was expecting with this, I was expecting a price drop. I mean, because let's be honest, the technology is over 8 years old now, and you know, at least if you're going to unveil something new, you know, you want to have that price drop to go along with it. Now, this is the new design right here. This is it. It's smaller, as you can see, from top to bottom. It's smaller, a smaller system. Doesn't have that curved design like the other Xbox had, that little concave little thing to show a kind of just a basic stand-up box, just like a mini PC or something like that. That's the new Xbox, but it's going to cost you the same as the Xbox version now, which I think it should have been cheaper, you know, because the parts are cheaper to make. The technology is older. It's not upgraded or anything. It's just a new design. And the fact that they can fit it in a smaller design shows you that the parts are cheaper. Things have gone down over the 8 years since this thing has come out. So this should have come out at $99. This new design should have hit the stores, 4 gigabyte version, $99. They did that, they would have been saying something. But as it stands, just another design, you know, I don't think that that's really going to get people into the Microsoft camp personally. I don't think so. So that's what they was talking about as far as their new system coming out. And also Microsoft, they talked about the games that they're going to be coming out with. You know, a lot of titles that we've seen already and stuff like that. They also talked about a Grand Theft Auto 5 coming. That's going to be huge for people that like Grand Theft Auto. So that's the new redesign for Microsoft. Now, one of the things that they didn't talk about, which I thought was a mistake, they didn't address at all the concerns people have concerning their used game division. But they did announce that the new Microsoft Xbox One is going to cost you $499, and it's coming out in November. They said $499, and it will be out in November of this year. Now, where that's, I thought that was a bit pricey for the new Xbox One. I was hoping that it would, you know, get no more than $399. That's what many industry experts said as well. You know, they were hoping that it would be no more than $399. But already, according to the Wall Street Journal, they're saying that the Xbox One launch is delayed in Asia. If you're in Asia or you're in that side of the world, it's going to be delayed until 2014, even though the American people will get this thing in November. The rest of the world, dealing fans in Asia, will have to wait a little longer to get their hands on the next generation Xbox console. But even more crucial than that, Xbox One Day One limited edition consoles are going to be available to early adopters. Now, you can reserve. They're saying you can reserve Day One edition. You can reserve your Day One edition. That's the advertisement Xbox has. They said reserve your Day One edition today. I'm reading the advertisement. I'm going to show you it here in a minute. They said reserve your Day One edition today. Be first to experience Xbox One. The Day One edition features a commemorative controller and an exclusive achievement. Now, what that achievement is, nobody knows. They say available in limited quantities while supplies last. Well, when they say limited quantities, folks, they are not joking. Now, I'm going to show you this. The limited controller actually says Day 1, 2013 on it. It has that inscribed on the controller, so you can tell your friends, if it matters, that you have the Day 1 edition. Now, before we get more into that, I'm just going to read off a little bit of the specs here for the Xbox One, for those of you that didn't know. But if you are quick and pre-order soon, you might be eligible for one of the limited edition Day 1 consoles, which comes equipped with that commemorative controller with exclusive achievement, available in limited quantities at retailers while supplies last. Now, the Xbox One will support both 1080p and 4K video. Now that's huge going into the 4K era, and is powered by an 8-core processor that is based on AMD's Jaguar design. So one of AMD's top processors, 8-core. This thing has it supported by 8 gigabytes of RAM and a 500 gigabyte hard drive. The new Xbox One is going to launch. We said $499, which we thought was a bit steep for the console. So let me go ahead and show you this limited edition. It looks the same, but it has that limited edition on it. But let me go ahead and show you it. And the reason why I'm saying this thing is limited, because when I went to GameStop yesterday, I said, okay, can I pre-order this thing? And they told me, no, pre-orders are gone. And I was like, gone already? They just announced it. They said, yeah, because I can count on one hand how many pre-orders they gave me. You know, so I went to another GameStop. And the guy says, can you pre-order? He said, well, you better hurry up because I only got 6. They were releasing 6 pre-orders per store. Now, is this game, is this a launch day, that day one limited edition thing? I don't know. But my point is, if you're looking to get it, you only have 6 per store in EB, nationwide, according to this guy. So I'm guaranteeing you, if you didn't do it already yesterday, it's over. There's no point in trying to pre-order it, and maybe they're going to come up with a little bit more. Now, this is that day one controller. It looks like the only thing different in this is just right here. Let me see if I can enlarge it here. Right here, it says day one, 2013. So, and maybe this, oops. There we go, right here. Maybe this, I don't know if this lights up just for the limited edition. I don't know. But if this is all it is, then, there's no big deal to pre-order it just to get that, But my point is, I don't even know if you're going to pre-order it at all. Because GameStops are out. You might have a chance checking with Target. Sometimes they have their pre-order. You can buy that gift card. But they don't usually do that until closer to the launch. So you're going to have to keep watching and keep your eyes out for the pre-orders. I'll probably try to check Best Buy today to see if they have those pre-orders, because anytime, this thing comes out, I like to check where it is so I can let you, the fans, know what's going on, where these things are, where you can find them. You know what I'm saying? But right now, you're not going to be able to find them at EB. Guaranteed, because EB only had 6 pre-orders per store. And when I was in there, I saw people signing up as I was in there. They were signing up online right there. So that tells you, if you didn't get it yesterday, you're not getting it. That's just all there is to it, So you're just gonna have to, deal with just a regular, and hope your chances of being online is well worth it. Well, we're coming up against another break right here, and after the break, we're gonna continue to talk about what Sony offered and some of the games going on in EB, and then we're gonna wrap up this edition of Tech Pulse so we can continue watching the E3 coverage to bring it to you right here on Tech Pulse, right after the break.